Hi guys, and welcome back to another video, and today I've got 5 individual training drills for midfielders. The first exercise is a simple one for working on your close control dribbling and sharp turns. So I've placed 2 cones down 6 steps apart. I'm nudging the ball using the outside of my foot from one cone to the other, taking a touch of the ball with every step to keep it close to my body. Then it's a turn and I go back in the opposite direction. For this one, work on a variety of turns. I recommend about 3 to 4 that you can perform fluently during a match. So I used the inside of my foot to begin with, the outside of my foot, then I went into the sole of my foot and ended with the Cruyff. For each of these exercises, I'd recommend going through 10 repetitions in each direction so you're getting a balance on both feet. The second exercise is similar to the first, but we're making it a bit more dynamic now. So we dribble out to each cone, we turn on the ball. This time I'm putting my body in between the ball and the cone. So we're working on protecting the ball, shielding it away from the defender, and then we're taking a touch of the ball with every step once again, using a nudging technique with the outside of the foot, going around the back cone, keeping it as close to the body as possible, and then turning at the opposite cone. Making sure we're getting a good variety of touches using both our right and left foot. And we can also switch up the turn. So as you can see, I'm using the sole of my foot here. You can add in a Cruyff, you can use an inside turn, an outside turn. Once again, I'd recommend going for 10 repetitions of each one, so you're getting equal work on both feet. For exercise 3, we're working on our close control once again, this time really emphasizing the accuracy of our touches. So we push it 45 degrees towards the cone, and then it's a drop of the shoulder and we're pushing it with the inside of the foot towards the next cone. Really working on the accuracy, pushing it into the space, trying to be deceptive with our body movements. You can change up the surface area of the foot you're using, so I'm using the sole here, but the emphasis is really on that 45-degree angle that you're pushing the ball. So as you can see here, I'm not tapping it, but I'm making contact on the ball and pushing it into the space. I'm keeping a low center of gravity with a slight bend in the knees. My chest is slightly forward so that I can be agile and sharp when pushing the ball into the space. I can get back onto it quickly. Exercise 4 works on your directional first touch out of the air. So I've created a square in the middle. Each of the cones is 4 steps apart from each other in the middle, and then the cones on the outside are 3 steps away from the square. So you juggle the ball in the middle, then you kick it up above your head, and then you gotta get the ball on the ground and in the direction you want to go, all in one movement. So you're really trapping the ball between your foot and the ground, using the inside or outside of the foot to push it to each of the cones on the outside. So after I juggle the ball and kick it up into the air, I'm trying to get comfortable taking my eye off the ball for a split second so that I can scan my surroundings. Then I get my eye back on the ball, get that first touch out of my feet towards one of the cones on the outside, then keep close control around the outside, dribble it back toward the middle, and repeat until you've gotten around all of the cones on the outside. And the 5th and final exercise is a very simple dynamic ball mastery drill. So I've placed down 4 cones to form a square. Each of the cones is 5 steps apart from one another, and I'm just using close control to manipulate the ball around the square. So when I'm moving forward, I'm using that nudging technique, so taking a touch of the ball with every step, using the outside of my foot, and I'm making sure I'm always using my foot that's closest to the square. Then when I'm moving laterally, I'm using a sole roll technique, so rolling it from one side to the other. And then when I move backwards, once again using the foot closest to the square, dragging it back towards me and hopping with my opposite foot so I can drag the ball backwards. For this exercise, I'd recommend going 10 in one direction and 10 in the opposite direction.
So there we go guys, 5 individual training drills for midfielders. Check out the rest of the channel for more sessions, and if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you smash the like button, hit the subscribe button for weekly training videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.